You know, I'm always happy and glad, Matt, when the maestro is in the house.
Mm-hmm.
And he's here, David Cho, the one and only, the director of our fabulous Lubbock Symphony Orchestra. Good morning, maestro.
Thank you for having me, Dave. Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Is maestro the correct word?
Just David is fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, in other cities,
Maestro is like director of
something like that.
something like that? Okay. Well, I was hoping I didn't call you an ugly name.
No, that's a beautiful name.
Okay.
But thank you. Thank you.
Well, always so glad to have you, David, because, of course, the Lubbock Symphony is one of our greatest assets here in the city. So, what's up? What's going on? You're all dressed in your director's uniform today.
Well, I'm in my monkey suit this morning
Yep.
because we're performing for 3,000 fifth graders in Lubbock.
Ooh, the orchestra?
Yes, this morning we have our education concerts, and we're playing the repertoire that we will be performing this weekend, January 17th and 18th at 7:30 at the Civic Center. We have our masterwork program featuring our very own William Westney, who is a piano faculty at Texas Tech School of Music.
Yeah.
Ooh, fabulous.
Yeah. And what kind of music will y'all be playing?
We're playing one of the most beloved piano concertos. It's written by a Norwegian named Grieg, Edvard Grieg. Some of you probably heard the music of Hall of the Mountain King, the Halloween music, and some really beautiful incidental music. But the most famous is the piano concerto by Grieg.
I don't think I've ever heard or knew that we had a fabulous someone like that from Norway.
Oh yeah. And and William Westney has lived in Lubbock for 40 years, serving Texas Tech School of Music, and he is retiring at the end of this season. So just to commemorate and to thank him for his service, we're featuring him playing this wonderful piece of music.
Yeah. So that will be this weekend.
Yes.
Of course, in down at the Civic Center in the.
Yes.
Yeah. And so you could get tickets for that.
Absolutely. You can call us at 762-1688 or go online at lubbocksymphony.org. Or if you're one of the lucky callers, I guess, we have a pair of tickets to give away for one of the nights this weekend.
Of this weekend.
Yeah. Okay, well, I mean, we can go ahead and take that. Caller number 4 at 770-5790. You will get a pair of tickets to this weekend's concert. Is there a specific night or will they be able to choose which night they go?
Either Friday or Saturday.
Okay,
And,
Friday or Saturday night. You'll actually get them at the box office.
Yes.
And so you will give Connor your name and your contact information, and they will get that to the box office, and you can pick them up after 1 o'clock today.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, fantastic. So back to the school kids. 3,000 school kids.
Yes.
They're from all over the South Plains?
Yes, all of South Plains, and they get bussed in. We have fabulous staff who just, work like well-oiled machine. They get the kids in, out, and we have 2 shows. Mm-hmm. And since the hall accommodates 1,500 people, so 3,000, it's going to be a packed house.
It's going to be completely full.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah, probably standing room only.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a lot of kids. Now, I will say this. We went for your Halloween concert. There were a lot of kids in there, and there was crying every now and then, some yelling, and kids do stuff like that sometimes. But the orchestra just kept going. They did an excellent job.
Yes.
Very focused.
Yes, and we welcome that. That's the beauty of live concerts. Real people in the audience, real people playing the music. And we welcome, kids crying and making, a joyful noise as they listen to the music, because we want to teach them to react to the beautiful sounds that the symphony makes.
Yeah.
Well, and that's good. So how's the season going?
Great. And we're just months away from moving into the new venue called Buddy Holly Hall.
Yes.
Not
Just
far away.
Yeah, just across the street from the Civic Center.
Which makes me wonder, has anyone done an arrangement of Buddy Holly music for the orchestra?
We're going to do something. We're going to do a lot of that, welcoming and featuring local musicians, people who have connections to the Holly family and who knew the family of, So
we have Peggy Sue here. She's been on our show.
Oh, yeah.
Are you familiar with Peggy Sue? I love you.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
I don't remember all the words, but that's one of Buddy Holly's most famous.
Yeah, and it's going to be an excellent, excellent hall. World-class acoustics. People will enjoy not only the music played in beautiful acoustics, but it has a beautiful experience too. Beautiful lobby, beautiful foyer, and pre-concert lecture, and the hall is going to be amazing. And we have 2 halls, one large, one small.
So let me ask you this:
Yeah.
Have you been in there yet?
Yeah,
No.
many times.
What sizes are the 2 halls? Do you know offhand?
Yeah, 2,200 capacity for the large hall and 500 capacity for the smaller hall.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, so that's right now. How big is? I thought you're about 2,500 right now, aren't you?
No, 15.
1,500. Oh, did I say 15? Sorry, 1,400 at the Civic Center.
Okay.
It holds, I
So-
believe, exactly 1,394. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So the 20. Okay. Well, I didn't realize that. So 2,200 will be quite a bit larger hall.
Yes, yes.
Will you be able to go to some concerts in the 500 hall? And
Of
then,
course.
And then in the 2,200.
Yeah, we have our smaller chamber series that will be featured in the smaller hall.
And my understanding is that they're paying a lot of attention to the acoustics
Yes,
in these halls.
yes, because in order to make great music, we not only need great musicians like the Lubbock Symphony roster, but we need great acoustics, great hall, because when we play the violin or oboe, we're not only playing our instrument, but we're playing the hall itself. So when we have world-class acoustics, I don't want to go too much technical, but NC15, which is the quietest acoustics, you could have Amtrak going right next door, but if all the doors are closed, you will not hear a thing
Wow.
inside the hall. So
Well, and I think the other thing we had the guy here that is helping to build that, and he was saying like the air conditioning, like you can hear our air conditioning in here now. You won't hear the air conditioning in the hall.
precisely. Usually you would have central air and heating system up in the ceiling on the wall, but these are built to come out underneath your seat. So when there's a push of air, you will not hear a thing.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, it's a great time to be a subscriber to the Symphony
There you
because
go.
we're playing great and we're getting better and better every day.
You
and
think
we're
this is your best year ever?
Oh, ever. And I appreciate all our musicians who are so dedicated and invested in the Lubbock Symphony. And they're excited too because
Well,
in
I
about 6
think-
months or 7 months, we'll be playing in the new venue.
Wow. Well, I'm telling you that it's just mind-boggling to think about how state-of-the-art that is, and we're actually going to have it right here in Lubbock.
Yes, it'll transform downtown Lubbock, which has been long overdue.
Right.
And it's going to be the biggest event in the history of Lubbock since 1970, the big tornado that hit our
Yeah.
downtown. So it's going to be a wonderful celebration, and I hope everybody can come on board, join the music, and show up at the Lubbock Symphony concerts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's take a quick break, and then we'll come back and talk some more with David Cho, the director, of course, of the Lubbock Symphony Orchestra. And we are back here, 7:21 a.m., Dave and Matt in the morning here on KFYO. And again, talking live this morning with David Cho, the director of your Lubbock Symphony Orchestra. 3,000 school childies from all over the South Plains will be here today, this morning.
Yes.
And they'll be listening to the Lubbock. It will be probably for many, if not by far most of them, it'll be their first experience in listening to a symphony orchestra.
Truly. And they'll remember this for the rest of their lives. And when they become our subscribers, our symphony members, or donors, they'll say, aha, I do remember hearing the Grieg piano concerto back in that day.
Well, and I'll say this: there's a big difference in just the way you feel the music compared to putting it on iTunes or something you find on iTunes versus just being there in person.
Yes, I'm a true supporter of live music. We spoke about, children crying in the audience, reacting to the Halloween music, and that's what we welcome. We want the audience member to have different reaction to the music, and you can only do that with live musicians on stage. It's like having a conversation, but without words.
So y'all have a concert coming this weekend, but this is almost like a new season. It's not a new season, I don't guess, because y'all had the first half, but y'all are halfway through, and y'all have a whole nother you said through June to go. So what are some of the other things y'all are going to be doing?
Yes,
during the spring coming
we
up.
have our sound series on February 4th. That's a Tuesday evening at Luca Ice House venue. We're doing this cool program integrating music with the media, and we had so many positive reactions to our previous 2 concerts called The Sound, and our local composer DJ Spar has been curating this program. To conclude our season, we have a night at the movies featuring the music of John Williams on May 8th at the Civic Center. We'll be playing the film scores along with trailers projected into the screen, and this has been one of the hits in the past. So we're really excited about that.
Indiana Jones, Star Wars,
you name it, we're gonna play
let's
it.
see, John Williams did
Harry
Jurassic
Potter,
Park, Jurassic Park,
Sure.
and Superman. I think.
Oh, Superman, yeah, remember? I'll never forget that.
I'm impressed that you know all that.
John Williams is like probably the biggest movie composer there is.
He's a household name, yeah.
So
Yeah.
Well, fantastic. So you've got February and then May are the final 2 concerts?
And there are a couple in the middle. We have our 4th and the final Masterworks series, February 28th and 29th, Ravishing Rachmaninoff. You love the romantic music of Rachmaninoff. You can sign up for that. Or Tchaikovsky Violin Concerto on April 24th and 25th. All at the Civic Center. And you can go online, lubbocksymphony.org, or call us at 762-1688. Or come by at 601 Avenue K to purchase your tickets.
Yeah. And what's that website again?
lubbocksymphony.org.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well,
and you also have a Facebook and whatnot. Y'all have a Facebook thing. And every now and then y'all will post a song or something that y'all have done on the Facebook page so that people can kind of get an idea.
Of course, you can see us on social media. We do put up snippets of what's coming up and put our TV ads, radio ads there, so to get the more people in the hall. So we're really happy to be doing that. Yeah. So this weekend, January 17th and 18th at 7:30 at the Civic Center, come hear the Grieg Piano Concerto.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, this would be a really good time if you're so inclined to call and get you a sponsorship or get tickets for the season. Before they go into the new arena. That's going to be fabulous.
Yes, this is the time to join,
Time to join.
Yeah,
and support your Lubbock Symphony.
Yes, please. And not only as subscribers, but if you have businesses, we put up ads in our brochure so your business could be shared with our audience.
Well, probably a lot of people don't know, but David, you're from originally born in South Korea.
Yes.
And many of your family still over in South Korea.
My uncles live there, yep.
Yeah. How are things going with your life?
Great.
Your life in America, in Lubbock, Texas, of all things.
I love Lubbock. I've lived in Texas for over 12 years now. And I go to Dallas a lot, Fort Worth, Houston. But Lubbock is genuinely like a jewel tucked away in the corner of this panhandle.
Yeah.
I love it here. There's no rush hour. There's only rush minute here.
That's true.
And people are so genuinely nice. If you get a flat tire on the road, you actually have people, come by and say, "Can I help you?"
Yeah.
That only happens in Lubbock.
Yeah, say, let me help you with that.
Yeah. And it's happened a couple of times, actually. Yeah. And low cost of living. I really hope with the transformation of downtown Lubbock with this new Buddy Holly Hall, young people are going to stay in Lubbock to work instead of going to Dallas. And we're going to have more people living here and just,
Well, I think that's becoming the case more and more. Oh, my goodness, you got 40,000 students at Texas Tech.
Yeah.
This is a pretty large city just at Texas Tech.
Yeah, of course.
And Lubbock is growing. Of course, I've been here 51 years, and I have just not seen Lubbock growing like it is now.
Yeah.
And we're getting great restaurants. The Buddy Holly Hall.
Yep.
That's going to be an absolute jewel, and like we've been talking. And then there's just so many things that are positive for our city.
Truly.
And I'm glad you're liking it here.
Thank you. I love it. And thank you those of you who are listening, for your hospitality and your genuine kindness. So thank you so much for having me, Matt.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dave.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. All right. Well, that about wraps it up. And, of course, we'll see you. You visit with us every month or so, and we love to have you. Coming up, more of Dave and Matt in the morning here on KFYO, coming up after this 7:30 break. Stay with us. Don't go anywhere.